Good morning, folks. So I'm sitting out here in my car again, and I thought I'd just ramble for a little bit about herbs that can help us with anxiety. So, mostly because I'm really feeling it right now. There's just a lot going on at work, and I'm still trying to get this little business off the ground. And with that comes just all the thoughts of is this really where I want to be? I do I want to do this job for the rest of my life? And is this business going to work or not? And I know that a lot of folks deal with, even if not the same things, very similar things. So we kind of all have that just stuff going on in our life, along with all the other news stuff that is constant and just feels like we never really get a break. So kind of rambling about herbs that I've used in the past and other herbs that I've heard help with similar things, as well as kind of like I touched upon in a previous video, just really monitoring our digital health and our intake of media and news, switching to more text-based platforms instead of visuals like photos and videos, because our brains think we're there, and it really gets all our anxiety and adrenals going crazy. So that's kind of one of the main lifestyle things I've found that really helps me personally. Some folks have also good results with really kind of treating and toning your vagal nerve, which is in your inner ear, kind of, believe. And some folks use breath work, TENS devices and such. As far as herbs go, for my anxiety, I'm kind of supporting my system with nettle. And nettle will bring down that cortisol, as well as treating just our base nutrition and providing that balance. When I'm really anxious, I'll usually lean on something like lemon balm or motherwort. Motherwort works really well in small quantities, especially as a tincture. Lemon balm I utilize more as an infusion and tincture as well. I just think she tastes really good, and when I use lemon balm, then I always feel that little happy feeling, on your forehead, because both those are considered nervines, so they support the nervous system, but they also release dopamine. I know a lot of folks will lean heavily on chamomile. Chamomile is really good at regulating your GABA, which also supports the nervous system, GABA acid, and I usually utilize her in the evenings at night as a tea with honey, because it's delicious. But also, chamomile is one that during the day I don't like to feel too tired, but she does really well to help me sleep at night, and to kind of shed that anxiety. And in the past, I've actually even utilized cannabis in different ways. Heavy indica type strains, but same kind of thing. I don't like to feel too groggy during the day, but more specifically, heavy CBD strains. And when you utilize CBD in your system, there's something that they've been calling the entourage effect, where they're finding studies where the THC compounds will actually connect to the CBD, and the THC crosses the blood-brain barrier a lot easier, so it kind of pulls the CBD throughout the body and ends up making it more effective in that way. You can also utilize hemp tinctures which is pretty much just your raw form CBD, and that kind of decreases the inflammation. Other herbalists I've follow highly recommend milky oats tincture as a way of like long-term supporting your nervous system health. This goes for folks with like CPTSD or PTSD as well. And it does really good in the long term for kind of reducing the effects. If you're dealing with like panic attacks, I found catnip tincture works really well. You put about 10 drops or about one dropper underneath your tongue and hold it there, and so it quick releases through the blood vessels in your mouth. And it actually, some folks have said it can completely stop the panic attacks. It's worth it to support your system, most especially when, life just seems difficult and, you really need to calm down that like upper lung breathing, and just really support your whole system to feel more grounded and balanced, as well as just connecting with the earth and putting your feet on the ground, putting your hands in the dirt and grounding. I've talked about that as well, and it regulates your whole system in a lot of ways. There are herbs that help with all these things, and when you're like me and spent all day at work and got home and realized that your shirt was on backwards, you need those herbs in your life. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment to really regulate my system. I hope it helps you out too, because we all deal with anxiety from different roots in our life, and it doesn't have to take over your whole life. So I hope that helps out, and if you want to find us on Instagram, you can find us at Wild Blood Herbs anytime. I'm pretty active on Instagram and YouTube. If you want to bring home some of these herbs and utilize them yourself, see what works, you can stop by and see us at wildbloodherbs.bigcartel.com. And I have a few of those offering already, but I'm also trying to grow a bunch of lemon balm this summer, as that way I can offer that as a more consistent herbal supplement for folks. I'm trying to do capsules, infusions, and tinctures as well. So a big portion of our garden this year is going to be lemon balm. Because lemon balm is in the mint family, don't plant her directly in the earth. Use her as a potted plant, because any mint variety is highly invasive in the North American region, and it can take over your entire yard. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different pots of lemon balm growing, and hopefully be able to offer that pretty soon. So I'll see you folks here shortly.